I've been trying for days and days to buy Bitcoin through various different methods. Coinbase.com is the first one that actually Max recommended to me, but either you have to wait like 4 days, which seemed an inordinately long amount of time to get started there, or you have to give them everything, like bank account details, credit card details. It has to be a Visa card, by the way, social security number. And I just really felt uncomfortable giving out that kind of information, especially since the whole point of me getting a Bitcoin is so I can move my life off the grid and, you know, get away from Big Brother and move into the mountains with a dog.
Is that the point?
Well, I'm really doing it because my boss told me to, and it's a great idea. And but you know, there were a number of other things I tried.
So you have Bitcoin? You don't have Bitcoin right now?
I haven't gotten a Bitcoin, and what I ended up having to do, I mean, over the weekend I was using localbitcoins.com to try and find other people, but we could never even really meet up, or they didn't have enough Bitcoins, or they were asking for like $1,200, $1,300 for what had fallen down to an $800 Bitcoin. And so I finally, last night in desperation, called up Max, and he was like, no problem, I'll have one in like 10 minutes. You know, so I think younger people have an easier time getting it. I don't know.
So
how
Max,
did you get
have Bitcoin.
Yeah, so
you're going to sell to Max.
Yeah, I'm the guy. I have Bitcoin.
And how many Bitcoin do you have?
So I personally don't own very many, but I called up a guy and he got me some.
A guy. So you bought more than one?
No, I just bought one for Matt.
To transfer to Matt.
Yeah, so I could send him.
Okay.
And at a decent price, because look, the price had climbed up to well over $1,200 for a moment, and then last week, after China said they won't be taking it, their banks, and Baidu said they won't be accepting it anymore, it cratered to $600.
Right.
Think of the guy who bought the Tesla.
And the volume also crashed.
Right? He bought a car that probably still has a value upwards of about $110,000, at least for the current time. And now he can sell the Tesla, go back and buy some more.
Well, now,
you know
so Max has gotten me one for $800. So I feel crazy giving away this many 20s for one Bitcoin. I mean, I can buy gasoline with this at the local, you know, marathon.
Wait, so you got to do it
in my truck. My truck holds about $800 worth of gas.
Total could buy an Iraqi official
so
with that.
here I've got a wallet that Max kind of hooked me up with. This blockchain.info is a good place to get a wallet, and they have an app obviously for my iPhone in its camouflaged OtterBox Defender case. And Max has a Bitcoin on his phone, and now I guess you just hook up.
Yeah.
You take a picture of my QR code.
Wait, I got to see this.
Okay, so what are you doing exactly? You're syncing them?
So I'm going to scan his phone.
Okay. You're going to scan his phone. And, all right.
Is it not working?
Yeah.
This is great. This is like a Bill Gates demo. No, this happened with Bill Gates' demo's product. It's almost infamously will always fail.
This is one of the issues, right? It's been so hard for me to figure this out. There we go.
So now I just click send you.
So you click send payment.
Just show us what's on the screen there. So then what shows up? What shows up?
So now I can say this is the address that I put him in, and I can put him in as Matt Miller.
And then.
And now it sends it.
So the notion of all this transfer of Bitcoins isn't actually, of course, the interest. The interest is the rising value of Bitcoin. Now, I mean, to Chairman Greenspan's point,
so now
this is worth whatever you're willing to pay for it.
Yeah.
Right?
Exactly.
It doesn't have any, you know, as people have pointed out in my Twitter feed.
So now I've got it here.
Just like the dollar.
But then, Matt,
that just happened. You just bought a Bitcoin.
Yeah.
But the money is still on the table, Max.
The cool thing is I can tweet it. I can show on Facebook that I just got one. I believe I can ask for tips and have other people send me.
So it should load up soon.
Matt, how come you didn't start off and just do it this way? I mean, how come people don't just do it this way?
Well, no, people do it this way. In fact, on Thursday there's a meeting at Cipriani's. I guess there's every week they have this meeting where everyone goes. Bitcoin people go to like send them back and forth to each other, and but the thing is, it's just there aren't that many meetings like that, right? I mean, I was trying to meet a guy at a Starbucks in Yonkers last night to pick one up.
Sounds high quality.
And
so you've got your Bitcoin, you've got your $800.
No, you have my $800.
Did you take his money? Yes.
Oh, that might have happened. I guess
this is one of the issues, right?
Is there really $800 there?
But now this okay, this actually may have been sitting there.
I couldn't, for example, I was trying to buy a Bitcoin with my Bloomberg Amex because I didn't want to pay for it myself. which I ended up doing, I guess, in the end. And I tried to buy it also with PayPal. Both of these methods don't work yet because the concern is once, for example, if Max transfers me a Bitcoin, I can then cancel my Amex payment to him, or I can try and reverse my PayPal payment, and then I have his Bitcoin and my money back. So it's having a little bit of teething problems getting off the ground.
Look, even though there are teething problems, as we have mentioned, there are several companies, though, despite what the Chinese central bank has done, several companies that are increasingly accepting Bitcoin as a form of payment.